Hey guys, it's Thalia and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. So for today, I thought I would share with you my cash envelopes / sinking funds for the year 2020. So let's go ahead and hop right into it. All right, so I know I haven't done like a financy video in a very long time, but 2020 is my year, you guys. Putting it out in the universe, praying for it. I got this, okay? So 2020 is going to be a year of no buy, saving money, and accomplishing my goals. And one of those ways that I'm going to do so is by using cash envelopes. Now, wow, you can use regular envelopes. I personally found for me, they just break because I'm also not spending a ton of money on some paper envelopes. I always get them from the dollar store. I don't know if it's just I've had them for so long or what, but I always have to tape them together. They end up ripping. It was just a hot mess. So I did invest in some laminated decorative cash envelopes. I got 2 sets and I picked 2 different shops. I do not remember what they are called. If I can remember, I'll try to link them down below. But I did pick 2. I literally just typed in cash envelopes in Etsy, and from there I just kind of went with the highest rated ones. I honestly there wasn't anybody in particular that I was aware of, so I just went ahead and searched. I think I have like a total of 12 in here, and I'm just excited. I feel like this will keep me motivated. They're gonna hold up really well, and that is really what I want to do. So what I thought I would do is just share the categories that I'm going to be using for the year, because I always found it really hard when I first started budgeting as to like, what am I supposed to budget for? I don't really know, like outside of groceries, my gas, and like my regular bills, like what else would I need? And as I budgeted and realized like, oh, hey, these are the type of situations that come up every now and then, I thought that it would be perfect to kind of give people an idea of what's out there. Once again, make it your own. This is your budget. These are your finances. Do what you need to do to make sure that you are set up. So I'm going to just quickly share with you guys the ones that I have. And you may like them, you may not. You may have your own opinion, things like that. I'm all for it. Okay, so the first one, of course, is me. I don't actually put a lot of money in here. I probably do like $10 every check. I don't need that much money. I'm good. Some people need more money. I'm working on not spending frivolously, so the less money that I have, the better. So give yourself money. That is one thing that I've always recommended in terms of budgeting, is always give yourself some money, especially if you're a spender, and it's gonna help, trust me. Even if it's $10, $20, when it's in cash and you actually have to like spend it, it is hard, people, let me tell you. Spending your money in cash is a lot harder than just being able to swipe. That is just what it is. Henry has his as well. We have a medical one. Now we both do have health insurance, but this is for when you need to get NyQuil or you want some more vitamins or, you know, ibuprofen or things like that, that you end up buying. We have a medicine box where we keep stuff that we found throughout the years that we really kind of need to keep on hand at all times. And this is just kind of to help stock up on it. And if we need to, we can always use it for the copays or anything like that. But really this is just being used for our medicine box to make sure that it's stocked up on things that we need throughout the year. Groceries. This one is a love and hate relationship that I have. One, I hate going to the bank. I hate having to take out money. It's just like, I wish the ATMs would just let you pick like, yes, I want 5s or I want 1s instead of having to go into the bank, which is, you know, the struggle. But I found with groceries, it is a lot easier for me to stay on budget when I use cash. Cause I'll be like, well, I did have like $20 left over from this other category that I didn't use it on my debit card. So if I just go over $5, it'll be fine. Let's cut it off there. Just use what you got. It's gonna be helpful, I promise. Okay, eating out. We're not gonna put a lot of money on here. We have decreased our grocery budget, but we're also trying to increase the amount of times that we're eating at home, which weirdly, as we moved into this new apartment, I feel like we've eaten out less. Maybe it's just because we haven't lived here as long, but I am having that grown-up conversation with myself and telling me that I have food at home. I really do. I just went grocery shopping the other day. There is no need to go to Chick-fil-A. As close as it is, you have food at home. And sometimes you have to have that conversation with yourself. And I know some of these you can't really see the category on there, but in real life I can see it really easily. So just keep that in mind, like depending, I guess, on what you use. Then car maintenance, this is always important. You know, we both have vehicles. We have to get our oil changed. Thankfully, I love my parents. They were awesome. And for my, was it for my birthday? Yeah, for my birthday, they gave me new tires on my car, which, let me tell you, as an adult, if people are asking you what you want for your birthday, ask for adulty things. You don't need that sweater from Urban Outfitters or, you know, some really fancy schmancy stuff from Sephora. Tell them, hey, my power bill is $50 this month. Or hey, how about you get me a gift card to my favorite grocery store so I can buy my groceries. Like that type of stuff I love. And when they bought me my tires, I'm extremely thankful. You know, I know not everyone is in that position, but super, super thankful that that happened. But keep in mind, like, your car is gonna need work. You're gonna have to take care of it. If you want it to last a long time, you need to invest in it. So make sure you're getting your oil change, checking your tires, the air pressure, washing it as well, you know, all that. So that's gonna come out of that category. Christmas, you guys, it comes every year. We just had Christmas, and you know, I think sometimes because everyone's always pushing the sales and what's going on and things like that, I think we honestly sometimes forget that it's not about the gifts. You know, it's spending time with family and friends. And I learned that this year a lot. We have a niece and nephews, and I think it's hard because you want to get them everything. You want to do all this stuff. And then I was just like so nervous, to be honest. Like, I know we got them good things, but I was just so nervous. Like, are they gonna like it? Blah, blah, blah. Like, at the end of the day, it's like, that's not what matters. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to reel that back in, as one of my love languages is giving gifts. And I think that's what I struggle with the most, is I want to give people so much, but I also need to also reel it in and be like, right now in this season of my life, I can't be spending all this amount of money on everyone. You know, we have lots of family. So having this Christmas fund is very helpful. You know, see what you've spent this year. If that's what you think, you know, you did a good job with being able to get whoever you want to get gifts for and things like that, figure it out. If it's how much it is, and then divide it by how many months, 12 months, and then either monthly, or you can do it by 24 because you'll put it in twice a month, however you want to figure it out and get it started. Because even if you don't save everything, you will have a good chunk saved away. And always look out for those sales, because we need to save all our money. Birthdays and gifts. So birthdays, again, you know when your family's birthdays are. Gifts, that is just like if anything were to happen. So like if we had to go to a baby shower or a baptism or a dedication or things like that, we want to take a gift or anything like that, that's where this will come out of. Once again, figure out how much you want to spend for somebody. Keep in mind, like, you don't have to go all out all the time, you know? I still, I mean, like I said, I'm struggling with that. I'm trying to figure out how to kind of find that balance. But I remember one year, one of Henry's brothers for Christmas gave me like a $10 Subway gift card. That was the best present I had gotten in a very long time. Overall, like, I've gotten lots of really nice things, but that was one that I always remember, and it's always like stuck with me. It's like, I didn't need the fanciest of anything. A $10 Subway gift card made me the happiest person in the world. And like, I don't know, it's just like, you have to keep in mind, it's like not that, put some thought into it. Like it's not the end of the day if you can't buy them everything, you know? They just want your presents. They want you to be able to celebrate with them. The gift is just an added bonus. All right, home decor. This one, I mean, necessary, not necessary, up to you. For us, like, we created this to just kind of, okay, it's like home decor, but it's more kind of like home. So, okay, I guess that's a home decor piece. We just moved into a new place, and there are a couple of things that we want to get, but they're not like super pricey, but it's also like, I'm not about to just spend $60 just to spend $60. So that's what this is for. If we ever need anything, you know, upgrade anything, it's gonna come out of this fund. Clothes, I have a love-hate relationship with this. This is also part of my no buy 2020. The goal is to not buy any clothes unless it's necessary. So unless I have a hole in the only pair of pants that I have, I'm not going to buy anything else because I don't need it. Not that I'm trying to be minimalistic or like, you know, super cheap or anything like that, but I have a large abundance of clothes. The majority I do not wear. So I need to work on using the clothes that I've spent all this money on. So I will put money in here for the chance where we do have to replace certain clothing items or anything like that. So this will get funded, but the goal is not to use it and only to use what we have, because once again, I like to buy clothes, but half the time I don't even wear them. So here it is, necessary because we all need clothes. So there you go. All right, here's a controversial one for people when they're paying debt off, vacation or trips. Here's the thing. While I am doing a no buy 2020, I am putting money into a vacation or trip fund because that is important to me. My parents don't live in the same state as I do, so visiting them is important to me. If I had children and they needed to go see their grandparents or something, that is important. This is important to me, this is important to Henry, like this is something that is important to us. So we are including it in our journey. Not to say you have to if you don't want to. Some people say don't go on trips or vacation until you finish paying things off. Some people need it so that it helps motivate them. Like, hey, I don't like even the word hustle, but I've been working so hard to get, to this point. I've saved for my trip all in cash so I can go. This is what I want to do more of. So I need to keep working and get to the point where I can do this whenever I want. Once again, super controversial. You do you, I'm gonna do me, but we are putting this in because, like I said, my parents don't live in the same state. It is expensive to travel, even though it's just two of us. We want to do things when we're there. Just the travel itself is a little pricey, so better to have savings for it than not to. All right, and then the last one is beauty, which this really doesn't need to even be a category, to be honest. Once again, this is part of my no buy 2020. I probably know I have, I don't know, more than 40 like lipsticks, lip glosses, chapstick, like so many eyeshadow palettes, I have a lot of makeup, okay? I don't need anything, but I am putting it in here for the off chance that I do run out of something, because I did tell myself that if I ran out of every type of product available for that thing, then I can go buy something. I'm not just gonna be like, okay, well, I've used all this up, so now I'm never going to use it again until 2021. No, that's not the point. The point is to use up the things that I have and then be able to buy it. But looking at my collection, it's gonna be a very long time before I actually have to do that. And I was very lucky and I got some gift cards to Ulta and places like that so that I can use that instead of my own money for when I do need to stock up on things. And then the last one, which is not here, is actually one that's online, and that is a house fund. We're saving to buy a home, so we're working on the down payment, and that's in a bank because I'm not gonna have that type of money on here. And even with things like this, a lot of this stuff will get used throughout the year, so I'm not going to have an immense chunk of change. If it ever got to that point where I just don't feel comfortable, then I go ahead and just move that on to one of the several saving accounts that I have. I'm all for having, I don't know, up to $50 to $100 in one of these, but when you just have them filled and filled and filled with money, that's too much money for me personally. It doesn't make me feel comfortable. So I just transfer that to online savings, which once again, you do you. But if you are going to have cash envelopes, things like that, I do recommend having a safe in your home just to keep them safe. Also, it makes it all harder because then it's like, oh, well, I want to go buy some makeup that I don't need, but I have to get the cash envelope out of the safe, and you have to it helps hinder you from going shopping. All right, so these are my cash envelopes / sinking funds for the year 2020. I hope they gave you guys some ideas of what categories you guys can use for your savings. Like I said, finances are personal, so if you don't like some of these, that's fine. You don't have to do them in your finances. Maybe I don't like some of the ones that you have. It's okay. Once again, it's personal finance. You do you do what you need to do to get ahead. So with that being said, please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, please make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on any future videos. And I'll see you guys next time.